when we have something equivalent in a restaurant, we could be off by 50%. If you have the same food at home versus in a restaurant, it's going to be at least 50% more calories. Because in a restaurant, they focus on taste first. They obviously don't want to make it tasteless. But if you folks doing it at home, then you can make sure that it is structured and you're not adding in those extra things. Some restaurants would even inject fat or butter or things like that into the food, so we don't often know what goes into it unless we've prepared it. We can be 50% off when guessing. So if we guess our portion sizes and we guess how much we're eating, we're typically off by 50%. When we are tracking it, generally we're off by 20%. So there's still a margin of error even when we're tracking our food. And that's an also important factor that I'll speak about in a moment. We can forget about things. Oh, can't spell there, but if you forgot about things, you didn't know. Because that happens, we just sneak something, but you didn't even mean it. It's just human nature. Or you misjudge something. Or even myself, like you have a coffee and you go, okay, and then, I forgot to log it, so I better log it. But then other times you might have forgotten. So when you forget about doing that, then they all add up as well. You log the wrong options. So say if you're using a food app, there can be some variance in the food options to choose from. There could be 100, 200 calories, 300 calories difference depending upon which brand you choose. So ensuring that you're getting the best option for you. Nutrition labels need to be within 20%. This is a big one that people don't realize. So a nutrition label by default could be 20% out. So they have to be within 20%. So if it says it's, 50 calories, well, it could be 55, it could be 59, things like that. So these things add up as well. So, and that's why we need to practically adjust for what's happening in reality, because we're like, oh, look, I'm doing all these things. But if you're aiming for, 20% reduction, then you might actually be in maintenance because we're 20% off. We forgot about things. We logged some wrong options. Even if we didn't do that, the nutrition labels only need to be within 20% to be legal. The sneaky calories, the condiments, oils, beverages, and alcohol. So we might look at our portion sizes, and it says on the back of the soy sauce or tomato sauce or whatever it is that you're putting on, a serve is 20 calories, and it's 5 grams serve. But when we put that on, we might put on 20 grams, so it's been 4 times that amount. We always, and even alcohol, other beverages as well that we might not realize, oils or any other condiments as well. So everybody underestimates. It is human nature, and that is normal. And I spoke about restaurant food before as well. And that's why we need to adjust for what's actually happening in reality, because we might be doing all these things and think we're doing it perfectly, and we are, and it's not your fault. It's just the way human nature is, and just the way nutrition is designed, that it's not a perfect system. So if you feel like, look, I'm in a deficit and I should be, say, reducing half a kilo of body fat a week based on my calories, based on my protein, based on what I'm doing, and it's not happening to that degree, then we just need to dial it down a little bit and go, look, I need to maybe reduce my calories by 10%.